That was last week's intro. This week, there's music. That's right! It's time for the thrilling conclusion of... Oh, we're not done yet? Hello, I'm however you pronounce that, and this is the Performer shaped Strat. As you can see, we're still in progress. We've made a lot more, although it's hard to tell. All these edges have been refined using a file, using wet sanding blocks, and patience, and a lot more primer. Because if you go through the primer in some of these critical spots, like the edges there, you'll have to spray again. So we've had to do that a couple times because of the nature of this kind of wood. If you look at how the voids chip out from the routing, it looks like the Grand Canyon. So it's very important to be careful with that. Well, why did you pick that body? Well, there's one question that everybody's been wanting to ask.
Where's my bass? It was supposed to be a Performer bass. But this isn't bass, this is... Are you a bass VI? This might be a bass... No, it says a 2. An II. It's a 2. It was supposed to be a Performer bass for metal jazz, a genre with only 8 people called Maz. There's only 8 people who know enough notes to be able to play it.
Yes, there are Fender Performer guitars out there. There's also the bass. The bass was actually supposed to happen first. It's a 24 fret. The initial prototypes that I've seen, or prototype, had a regular Fender style headstock. You can see a video of Tim Bogert from Beck Bogert a Piece, BBA, and Vanilla Fudge. You can see him playing one. Link to that in the description if you want to see what that original bass was supposed to be. The original bass had active pickups, which was not adopted for production, unfortunately, because that was kind of where things were headed. It was a forward-thinking instrument. We're just looking at this old Strat neck. And I think people weren't ready for it, but their kids are gonna love it. Now, they should have kept doing a 24 fret super fast neck bass. There was nothing like that from them at the time, and that's where things were headed. But from my understanding, there's maybe hundreds of the basses out there, and that's maybe it. There's no full count on the guitars either, but maybe a few hundred basses. They do not come up for sale often. The guitars, you'll find those. Basses, well, we're not doing a bass. I have this, so we're doing this. When it's not building a jig, it's sanding. So, before we get paint on there, our our tone paint. It's really important to have good tone paint, otherwise it won't sound good. We're going to change the pickup orientation. Yes, that's right. We're going to go that route. This is what happens when nobody gets paid. All right, that looks good. Let's make one more pass and be really careful. We don't want to make any mistakes, do we? Huh?
Oh, 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 I forgot to tell you about the kill switch. So still at this stage, because the wood's so terrible and porous, it's really the primer surface that we're getting precise. And so it's sort of like honing a blade or something like that. You really monitor the shadows. If you see shadows, let's clear it off here. Difficult to film this thing. You progressively work at them and then go back with your 2000, polish it up a little bit. Slowly, bit by bit, you'll get it. Tone paint. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let these hang out outside and get to the outside ambient temperature. Better. So we have the spray paint on there. Extra care to get those corners and edges. So I basically start it like I'm painting a sunburst. Yes, we got to clear. So now we just got to work on any areas with runs. Impossible to photograph. Totally different color in person. That's actually red. Hard to photograph. Oh my. Since this was not a young guitar, this is what happened with the original pickup covers. Oh my, they have yellowed. Oh. You can have that. It's like a creme brulee on the top there. Yummy. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is painting these white and then a clear on top. And then I get to choose whether I want white knobs. I think white knobs might work. Those will be fun. Those with the TBX tone control. Ah, the TBX tone control. Yes. This little guy here, oh my gosh, contains a capacitor and a resistor and a concentric pot. Well, it's not a concentric pot. It is a dual gang pot with a center detent. And they include a regular tone knob like that. Well, it's there. But what we should have is a 0 in the center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going that way. Yay! It's good, right? Make it work, all right? Oh yeah, the kill switch is not here, nor is the new 6-way blade switch or the pick guard. So that, oh well. How to get rid of a run. See, there we have a run. Well, here's what I do. Use the small file bent like that, because you just want to hit the high spots. You'll see they'll show up as I get them, right? Now we can see where the high spots and low spot are, right? So you concentrate on those areas and the lightest pressure, right? I'm basically just moving it across the surface with no
real pressure, just letting the end of the file hit the high spots and do the work, and then clean it off. See that progress there? We still have that sharp line. Well, it's gotten to the point where we're about to even that out. See that? And once that's evened out, then we start with our little bit of 400 and then go back to our 2000. Clean it off every so often. I'm using water on the file every so often to help. Of course, it's hard to see it with it wet. See, progress. Yay. See that? We've got the run on the run. Going back to our fine sanding block and light pressure. Clean it off. See? Got the run on the run. Coat of clear. And it's a lot of work for what started off as a really junky guitar. Why did you do that? We want to know. What's he building in there? And all that. What's he building in there? What's in here? What is in here? So clear is coming soon. A little more of the wet sanding with the soft fine block. Get any of those edges. How's that? Where did that thing go? That run that we saw. Guess who's working on Silent Stairs soon? Again. That's what we've changed. So every run has been sanded down. We go back, finer grit, progressively do that and do it again and do it again, and then we'll do a clear soon, and we polish that clear. All right, we've reached that point. We've done a clear all over it. Look, I can see myself. Wave. Oh, hello. Good. It's pretty and shiny. Oh, I want to touch it. Don't touch it. You got a couple of days. You gotta, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You take a couple of days. Let the thing hang out. It's just gotta be itself for a little bit. Look, we got rid of those runs. It looks so much better with the clear on here. And then we're gonna polish it up in due time. Maybe you should tell us why you picked this really cheap body. Oh, okay, that's an easy answer. Well, here's the reason. So while this thing dries, are you gonna tell them why? Or are you just gonna be underhanded?
Oh shoot. 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 Oh shoot.